Happy Monday. There we go. That's a little better. I think I can even go one better than that. Hold on, kids. I know it's a little wonky, but I'm trying to get you more on the table and less on my computer there. Okay, there we go. Now, I do have my laptop. I just changed everything around. If you have not been with me over on Facebook, you wouldn't have seen that, but trying some different things with my cameras and my table space. So let me just grab this feed. So I can see comments. That's the main objective here. Oh, Jace. Welcome, everybody. Good morning. Crafting and chatting this morning. So not selling anything, just here to hang out with you. Hope you're okay with that. If you're in the mood to purchase, find somebody else or go into my marketplace, the Buy It Now tab. There are some things there that you can take a look at. Welcome, welcome. Hey, Rusty. Hey, Carol. Good morning. What are you guys up to? All right, this is going to be the last day that I work on this here. We're going to work on this. I'm going to show you where I'm at with this. So we've got the two covers, and then I'm going to move on to something else. That's what I'm feeling like. I'm feeling like it's time. Should I drop you down? Let me just see something. A little more. Oh, that's even closer. So I'm using a kit that I found online. I love this pocket so much. It's very textured because of the fabric and the gesso. I love it. I do like to have some pages that don't have a whole lot on them because whoever gets the book may want to do something different with it, right? Okay, but here's where I left off. So I have, this is completely blank, leaving it that way, I think. And maybe skip another page and then go here. Just I don't know why. I found this in my stash. This is during the last auction, I was doing rice papers and I remembered I had this. This is a Decoupage Queen paper, but it's not rice, it's vellum. But I thought, hey, we got this bad boy right here. Why are we not using this? I want it to be torn, I think. But I got to get it off of here so that I can tear at it, I think. So let's pull this. We got to use it, right? Good morning, everybody. Welcome, welcome. This is easier to tear than the rice paper, to be honest with you. It's a cool image. Hi, guys. Welcome, welcome. Hey, Callie. Good morning. What's everybody up to? What's the weather like where you are? Who's crafting and creating? Talk to me. Monday mornings are always craft and chat. So I craft, we chat. Takes two to tango. So please talk to me. There's nothing lonelier than going live and having no one to talk to. So let me know what you're up to. Say anything. Tell me about your day. Tell me about your weekend. Tell me what you got going on that you're looking forward to this week while I do a little bit of creating. I'm just going to grab some stuff. I don't know what I want to do here. I have some painted papers. Having scrambled eggs and coffee. That sounds good, Carol. I was just thinking to myself, I don't generally wake up hungry, but today I'm starving. I'm so hungry. Okay, I do kind of like the dark layering of that. We could soften it up a bit with a little bit of fabric, maybe. I'm going through my stash over here. I know you don't see that, but I have my little bin. Maybe this would be better to layer these three together. Why not? Why not? How can we do it? Should I glue it? Should we stitch it? clip it. I mean, we have all kinds of options. You do whatever the heck you want, is my perspective. I think I'm going to glue this down. Whoops. And then, do I want to stitch or what? I wouldn't mind if this were loose. I think that would be kind of cool. Well, I'm going to get my machine out. Let's do a little stitching, just a little bit. Woke up to a beautiful day, 75 and breezy. Feels and smells like fall is coming. Tomorrow will probably be 100 again. Oh, good gravy. Boy, it has been pretty cool here. I'll tell you what, I was freezing in church yesterday. I don't think they've turned on the heat yet. I mean, it's like that time of year where it's, you know, it can be warmer and then it gets in overnight and then in the very early morning it's cool. And we go to 7:30 Mass, so it was cool at church. All right, I'm grabbing my machine to do a little stitch here. I know you can't see that and I apologize for that, but it is what it is. That is one thing with Whatnot. The screen size when you go on table is pretty small. I'm just going to do quick stitches here. Okay, and maybe, do I want to go this way? I don't love how this edge is very frayed, this one's frayed, and these two are not. So let's fix that first before we do anything. What's everybody else up to? Talk to me, girls. There are 10 of you here. Hello, hello. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you. I'm working on this Bumblebee journal that I started here on Whatnot on Monday mornings Craft and Chat a while back, and this will be the last day that I do this on here. Well, next time we get together on next week, I'll do something different. I'm not loving this edge. What is this the salvage perhaps? Like, why is it like this? I don't, but I like the size, don't I? I do. I like the size of it. So I don't want to take much more. I'm not going to, for that reason, I'm not going to cut it. I'm just going to try to fray it a little more. Getting rough with it, girls. Getting rough. All right, that's better. And then this side. Girls, I'm going to a potluck tomorrow. It's a meeting at my church, but they're doing a potluck for dinner tomorrow night. Give me some. Okay, but I have something to do before that. So I'm going to be out of the house for probably 4 hours. I have to go somewhere for 2 hours and then go to the potluck. Suggestions on what to bring to a potluck? I found this really great recipe. It's called, I think it's called Frito pie is what I found. I'm going to give this a zigzag stitch just to give it a little decorative element, and I'll show you here in a second. Hang tight, girls. Hang tight. Potluck. What's your favorite potluck thing to bring when you do potluck? Oh, it would help if I turned the machine on, eh? Did I sound Canadian? Come on, what? Oh, it's not plugged in, Gracie. That's why. I keep flipping the switch and ain't nothing happening. Gotta plug the machine into the wall, friend. There we go. All right, here's what I decided to do. One more stitch. Come on. Thank you very much. Zigzag stitch at the end here. Just, it'll be a little loose. It's not completely tacked down, but it is enough to hold it all together. A little decorative element. And you like the strings, keep the strings. You don't like them, clip them off. It's not that hard to decide, right? Just, and there's no right or wrong. Don't I say, just don't get that worked up over it. It's okay either way. Boy, those scissors make a lot of noise. All right, I'm liking this. I think I'm going to distress a little around it. Let's see what we got. Oh boy, I got things getting stuck in my drawer. I don't think I want a green. Basic brown. The Asian coleslaw is you can make a big bowl for cheap. Okay, Asian coleslaw, what does that include? Is that the one with the ramen noodles? Because that's yummy. I have not had that in a long time. Is it ramen noodles and the coleslaw like pack that you buy pre-prepared? What do you do for a dressing in that? I don't remember. Yeah. I forgot about that recipe, so that's a good suggestion. What do you do for? I'll have to look it up. That's a really good suggestion. A salad like that. I was gonna bring this pinto bean. Wait, okay. So it's called Frito something. Frito. What did I say? Pie. But it's like pinto beans and taco meat, so ground beef, taco seasoning, the beans, and then you put a little bit of onion in there, cook that all together, and add cheese and Frito-Lay chips on top. That's what I was thinking about bringing. And I could put that in a crock pot. Actually, I could put that on a crock pot and leave it on my countertop, go to the first thing, come home and get it, and then bring it to the potluck. But I was like really kind of like, I do not do potluck stuff very often, so I was hoping you guys would have some ideas for me. Now, this is actually open here, and it's open here, so it could be, you could stuff something in it. It could become a belly band of sorts. I'm just seeing if there's a page that I might, this has a pocket, so I don't want to lose that. These are too small. Like where would it, see, I think it's highlighted much better right there than on that page. I'm going to put it here on this painted page, and I'm going to just simply glue it down. We're not going to be too fussy pants about this. A big salad with all the fixings. My fear with the salad is that it's right after, well, this meeting is right after work, so 6 o'clock. So I'm thinking, are a lot of people going to make a salad ahead of time, bring it to work? And then that's an easy thing to bring. So there are going to be a lot of salads. That's why I was thinking maybe something hot would be a good option. I don't know. I don't rightly know. And that's why I ask for help. This is going to be like an unusual belly band. Yes. A little bit unusual. I love how grungy it is. It makes me so excited. Isn't that weird? I do love me some grunge. All right, I'm going to go to what we have left here. Like we have a bunch of stuff left over from this kit making this book. And so I'm going to look in here. I don't want fabric. I'm looking for a paper that I can put maybe stuff in one of those, stuff inside. You know, just kind of had an idea. I think I had an idea. Oh, that's funny. Boy, that is really thick cardstock, but it got pretty curled up when I did that. Maybe I shouldn't chop it that way. All right, I kind of have an idea, and then from that, I'm having another idea, and you'll see them. Hang tight. Let me prep some paper here. Let's go like this. All right, we got those. These could kind of be in here like that, but what do we want to put on them? Oh, I don't like that this is straight. That can't have that. Can't have that. Vinegar and sugar. Oh, in the Asian salad. Vinegar and sugar. That's it? That's easy. There's got to be a spice in there, no? Oh, the spice packet from the ramen. Yes? Am I right about that? Okay, girls. Actually, I had one idea for these, but then I was just thinking, I have a lot of these from the kit. Like, how fun would those be sticking out of there? Can I just pull a bunch of those? Where did they go, Gracie? Hold on. I have so much stuff on this table. You wouldn't even believe it. Actually, I also have these. Let me check comments. Am I behind on the comments? Nope, no comments. No new comments. You love the grunge, Carol? I do too, friend. I do too. Anybody else? Tell me if you like the grunge. Love grunge in the comments or no grunge in the comments. Do you like a grungy aesthetic to a book? Or, all right, so answer that question first. Maybe that'll get some chatter going. And then after we answer that question, I'm kind of thinking something like this. But will I be able to see that? A little bit. It'll be like a little peekaboo, like pull me up so you can see the rest of what's going on here. We're going to decorate these three things and they're going to get stuck in that little pocket. All right, let's see. I have bits of fabric we could use as well. Oh my gosh, it's just the right size. It's just the right size. Oh yes, it is. I'm going to glue that down. Yes, we is. Callie says grunge. Callie's the only one who voted. Callie, thank you. I love you, friend. Thank you for not keeping me hanging here, hanging out all by myself, talking to my lonely self. My whole, I've been doing this for, gosh, months, you guys, going live on, look at how it's pulled it too tight, so it's like curling my paper. I've been going live on Whatnot on Mondays for months, not for selling, just as like a way of getting to know the community here. And you know, I do like to try things out for a little while before I give up on it. If I go up high, a little higher so that it can be seen, but not so high that it doesn't make sense. I will like reevaluate. Like if folks aren't hanging out here and not wanting to chat while I'm live, I can do this on YouTube, which I think I am today, also on YouTube and on Facebook. But if you're on YouTube and Facebook right now, I cannot see your comments. You would have to come over to Whatnot for me to see your comments. I'm just trying to decide if there's something else I want to put there besides what I got. At the very least, let's do a little of this. I need more ink though. There we go. I'm a huge fan of grunge. It is for a few reasons. I love the look of it. I feel like it's a very liberating way to create, because grungy doesn't have to be neat and tidy. It can just be about combining textures and colors and, design elements, and not worrying so much about being precise about measurements or everything being uber matchy. Like, you know what I mean by that? Like super matte, everything matches perfectly. There's something liberating about letting go of that. Okay. And is there something I can put right there? That little guy, but I do not want to fussy pull him out. I'm just being like, let's be honest, Gracie ain't into it. How about a button or something? I'm looking at what I got. Let's see what we got in here that could be fun to use. Nope, that's not very pretty. Brown one? Actually, do I have two of those? No, I do not. I thought I had another one. I could just use like little brads. What does it look like when it's sticking out of here? Like this. Maybe I will. You know what? We could make it a dangly as well. Oh, hang tight. Miss, that could be really cute. That is an old vintage button, and it's really neutral. You know what? I like that there. Am I going to be able to sew it, though? I think this looks broken. Is it broken? Boy, it sure doesn't look like I could use it. Sadly enough, I could just glue it on. I would love for it to be sewn. Let's see what I can do. You were watching me on the Book of Faces and came over here. Shella for G. Shella for G. Who are you? I don't recognize Shella for G. Are you one of my regulars over at Facebook? Thank you for coming over. Thanks for hanging out and chatting with me here. She loves the grunge. Oh, thanks for telling me that. I'm happy to watch you in this morning. You're pretty and your voice is pleasant. Oh, Kat. Kathy Berger. Thank you, my darling friend. All right, I got to find my little sewing kit. Wait 1 second, girls, because, you know, I think I organized this room and I put it somewhere. But then I say to myself, but Grayson, where'd you put it? Oh, right here. I've got 2 of them. That wasn't too bad. First place I looked, I remembered. I just have these little kits that have sewing things, sewing notions in them, which is easy breezy. Are there any needles in here? No. But I have a thread I could possibly use. Yes. When these break, these little from my sewing machine, I end up using them in here. Here. Oh, this one already has thread. It's brown. That's perfect. We'll use that. I actually could combine these two. And this seam ripper, I need you in my life. I need you by my machine, not hiding in this little kit. I'm going to combine those later. Putting them aside so I can get them all in one instead of in two. Okay, let's do it. You love the bee. Thanks, Laura. Deshelle, it's you. Hey, Deshelle. Thanks for letting me know you're here. Thanks for popping on over, taking that extra time and putting that effort in. Let's just see. I don't know if this is going to fit through here. Oh, it just fits. Oh, and I was going to test my knot, and yes, the knot. Oh, it worked there for a minute. Let's see if it'll work through my paper. Right. We're going to sew it on. Yeah, it's holding there. I only need to do this once. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I want to do it more than once. Let's just see, girls. I don't know what I'm doing here. Partially know what I want to do here. Will it hold forever this way? I don't know. I'm afraid I will not be able to fit this needle through there again with that piece of fabric. That's how tight that is. But let's do it one more time, just for security's sake. Making a new hole right next to the other one. And then I cannot see so good. I need another pair. You know what? I'm gonna do a pickup at Walmart today to get some stuff for that. I'm trying trouble finding my words today. For the potluck tomorrow. I'm gonna get some more readers, so I have another pair for in here. Okay, how am I gonna knot this now? I'm gonna use these little loops right here that I've created, and I do not want to wrap all this into this. Come on, you stay away. You go away. I don't want you stuck in there. I like the loose threads, but I don't want them getting tied up then. There. There. Now, I'm going to do that one more time. It looks kind of ugly back here. It's okay. As long as it stays in place. I'm good with ugly because this is the back of it. There we go. The other thing that we can do, let me put my needle away before I lose it. These little things are so handy. They usually come in a set of 2 or 3 of them. I think you can even get them at Walmart in the sewing section. It's instead of using like one of those little pin cushions. It's a nice way to keep your pins. Okay, I'm going to get rid of this. And then what we could do to really ensure that that's going to stay in place is cover this with fabric, washi tape, something of that nature. So let me look for a washi that I have that might be thin enough for here. I'm looking up at my washi. Just give me a second here. I mean, I have plenty that are thin enough. Now I'm trying to decide which design do I want to use on the back of that. I have all these metallics. I'm kind of eyeing this one up because it looks like it's about the right. Yeah, let's put a strip of this on the back. It's going to be decorative and it's going to hold down this little doodad. This little doodad. A little bit of candle wax would be nice. Say more. What do you mean? Talk to me. Where should I put candle wax? I have beeswax that I can melt very easily onto this project. So, should I get out the beeswax? Should we melt some down? Love the idea. But say more, Deshella, what you're thinking. I want to hear from you, my friend. All right, that's going to reinforce that, right? Like really hold that in place. And it's kind of cool looking. That's going to go there. I love it. Let's do 2 more. Now, what was I thinking? This seam ripper I need so badly. I've been using my tweezers, so I'm going to stick that in the drawer next to me. Sorry for the noise. This aside, I don't think I'll be using it right this second. So you guys, I told you I needed to get more tape runner, and I was asking for your opinion on what tape runner to get. And so I just went on scrapbook.com on Friday night and ordered more of this and another one from them. But do you know how much it cost me? Does anybody want to guess? I bought a pack of 6 refill. I think it was 6 refills for this. And I bought another pack of 6 refills for a different type of glue. This is the dot runner. And then the other one is like a solid strip permanent. Okay. So I bought refill for this, refill for the other one, and then also the original one, so I would have the outside portion for the other one. I think those were the 3 things. I think those were the only 3 things in my cart. Does anybody want to guess how much it cost me? I was like, what in the flip? The only thing is I was like, okay, Gracie, just get over it. It is what it is, and you probably won't have to do this again for 7 or 8 months. Is this what I want to do here? Yeah, I kind of want to do that, except I want that to look a little more grungy, of course, you know me. So like, do I have some fabrics I can stick back here? That makes sense. Does anybody want to guess how much it cost me to do that? Oh, this one's even bigger. Do we want big or go big or go home? How would that look? It's too big. That's why we test things out, friends. That's why we test them out. I don't buy it very often either. I mean, I haven't bought that. I mean, it has been a couple of years probably. I had some other tape runners. When I bought that one, I had some other ones on hand. And I think I bought some like the cheapo ad tech brand from Walmart at some point because the kids had a project at school that they needed some for. So I was working my way through all of those and they're all gone. Like I have no more tape runner at all in this house. So I needed to buy some. So I was trying to decide, do I go with this? I mean, I was really pleased with the scrapbook.com one. I think it worked out really well for me. And nobody had suggestion for a different kind. So I just went with it. So I was like, all right, I guess I'm just going to go order that. But holy buckets, I was shocked. I'm going to just do this one too while I'm at it, since that's what we're into right now. Look at your guesses. 35. Callie's guessing 35. Carol's guessing 25. Kathy, you're the closest. It was freaking $50, you guys, for tape. I was like, oh my word. Oh my word. When you know, the two refill things were 25 a piece, basically, if I remember right. And then I bought the one the holder for the permanent one, like the base for it. I couldn't believe it. I was like, dang. It's no joke. That's no joke. All right, these are going to be so cute, but I got to figure out now for this one, if I'm going to put this here, I need some fabrics. I have that little bit, but there's just not enough in this kit, in this little bin that I have for this project. So I'm going to go to my fabric. Hold on. I always pull it out to show you what I'm talking about. I'm going to go to this thing. It just has got little bits of fabric from different things in here. Like I like the cheesecloth idea, but do I have a bigger piece? I have some stained cheesecloth, I'm pretty sure. This little strip, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. I don't know how that song goes. I haven't heard it in ages. I think I like the idea of adding a little more just texture to this. A little more oomph. A little more oomph. Like this. That's cute. That's cute. I'm kind of pulling from this leg right there. Has a like a bit of a pinkish tone to it. So that's why I pulled that. This, I don't even know what those little marks are. But maybe a slice of this. A little slice of this. A little slice of that. What if I made this a little bit more hefty back there? A little more to it. So it's not just the B. I'm seeing, I know the B isn't straight. I'm just seeing what I like. You guys, I keep everything in terms of some heft, putting some heft behind it. So it's a little more hefty, 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 like this. Yes, like this. I like it. I'm going to pull this down just a tish. We're going to glue that down. I'm liking it. We're gluing, girls. We're gluing. Oh, welcome everybody. Good morning. We're crafting and chatting this morning. I'm working on a Bumblebee junk journal. If you have never junk journaled before, please reveal yourself in the comments and let me know if you have any interest in it. We do it quite often here at the Comfy Nest with Grace. It's kind of what we like to do. Put a little more glue right here, and we're going to dab this down here. And I think what I'm going to do is staple this on. So this will be our second little doodad. Hold on, girls. I'm still working back here. I'm going to get my stapler. And I'm going to staple right through this, although I think I might have blue. Yes, we got blue in place. Do we want a blue Oh, well, there's blue peeking out all over this page. Blue is great. We'll go with it. Can't even see it, actually. I usually do these in crisscrosses just because I like it. Just because. Oh my gosh, you're so cute. And that's stuck on my finger. back there. So it didn't go down all the way. That was probably lack of patience on Gracie's part. Hang tight, girls. Looking for, in this plethora of mess that I have back here, I was looking for my needle nose pliers. I guess I'll just use my nail. It's a good way to break your nails, Grace. Okay, there, much better. Usually do this stuff in threes. And this one. I kind of like the thinner one. So I'm gonna thin this one down a little. Welcome, welcome everybody. We are working in the Bumblebee Junk Journal. We're decorating a little bit. Gotta fix my white. You can see the white pulp of the paper. I gotta get rid of that again. Changed my mind on what kind of thickness this guy was gonna be. All right, we're gonna do one more of these. And let's just see what we have that we might want to use. I'm looking through. This is the printable, but I think everything here is going to be too big because I think I already grabbed all the smaller things from this kit. That's freaking cool. I love the blue wings. Okay, yeah, I think these are all bigger things. So I also have this in my little button mixture. I think that would be very cool on its own. Just very feminine and pretty. I like it. We're going with that. I mean, how simple is that? We're going to glue it down, and we're going to have to glue it down pretty darn good, right? Because I don't want any of these little bits coming up. Oh my gosh, it's going to be so pretty. I'm going to move this because it's not flat, so it's making it a little difficult to work, and we're going to just put this in down. Boy, I've got a mess on my table, don't I? What's this little guy doing? Go away, you. All right, the proper glue. I think I'm going to use this because it's pretty darn sticky. And we're just going to go one little flower at a time. Thanks for being here, you guys. Talk to me, please. Don't leave me lonely. Don't leave me lonely in the comments. Are you guys shopping today on whatnot? Who's shopping for what? What you shopping for? And are you seeing all the fall things? Is it all about the pumpkins right now? I feel like just we've made the official switch, haven't we? I wanted this one to stick here so I could take a minute and just put a daub of this on each. I don't want all the strings of glue. I've been trying to be really good about wiping this down so I don't get clogs and it doesn't stick for me. So just take that extra second and give that a good wipe. And it's working out pretty good. Okay, now I'm probably going to get this all over my fingers. Yes, probably. But I have, oh, yes, there we go. I have some working time. It's not going to dry immediately, so I can rearrange where all these little doodads go. Oh my gosh, is that going to be pretty on there? There. And we're just going to leave it. Now, what is that? There's like a little black speck taking away from the prettiness. See that little black speck? What is that? Can I get it off? It could be paint. It could be painted on there. It's not fabric and it's not coming off. So it is what it is. Oh, I knocked some of it off with my... All right, we're leaving it. We're leaving it be. Isn't that gorge? So simple. That's so easy. That's going to go in there too, but I'm going to wait for it to dry. So I'm just going to leave it there for a minute. We can all just admire her. And let's move on. Okay, now let's see what else. I skipped quite a few pages because I felt like this worked really well on this page. So let's go back and see. This would be the next page to do something on. And this, okay, this is a white envelope. I glued down a piece of black cardstock on there to hold it and give it some strength because this is a junk mail envelope, right? Look, or like a used envelope. So the whole book, all of the signature pages are made out of used envelopes, basically. There's some washi tape. There's some brown packing paper. I don't love the look of this page. So what I could do, you can cover it with paper, you can cover it with fabric, you can cover it with washi tape. I mean, really, you could paint it. Like I love all these painted pages. What do you think I should do? What would you do? I have this big piece. I don't know why I picked this out and put it in my bin, but I have this big piece of pink, really thin fabric. And we don't have a ton of color in this book. So there's room. Like it's very, very neutral, black, white, gray, with the pops of yellow. I have not introduced any other color. I mean, if you go through this, that's it. Should I just leave it that way? Let me look, and I'm going to grab my fabric bin of bigger fabrics. I'm going to grab that and see if there's a bigger piece of fabric that I could use. That is green. I don't like the white behind it for some reason, so no, we're not going to use that. I have this really sheer. It's too feminine. The rest of the book is so grungy, and I mean, maybe you like a pop of feminine, but I'm just not feeling that right now. Oh, I have my hand-painted papers. Let's see if there's something in my hand-painted papers that I could cover it with. Oh, I see yellow and black right there. It's too bright. These are all... Yes. Yes, ma'am. You're going to fit the bill just right. You're going to do it. You're going to do it and make me happy. It's a little bit too big. So we're going to start tearing a little bit at a time to try to get it down to the right size. This is a jelly plate print, or pull as they might call it. Let's go here just a little bit higher. Let's get rid of this big white part there and go just a little bit lower. So I still have white all the way around. Oh, dropped my ruler. Almost dropped it. I caught it. That's a good reaction time. Yeah, this is perfection. Oh my goodness, how pretty is that? How pretty is that? I love having on hand just a variety of things that, you know, I worked on these one day to have on hand for when I'm decorating pages, and I love having that variety. Makes me so happy. I'm going to try to use up, this is actually quite good glue for paper on paper, and it flows really easily. And I use this in my napkin journal, my napkin keepsake journal, and when I do collaged papers in the telephone book, and it works really well. So I had this sitting on that other table, and I was like, I forgot all about this glue sitting here. I'm going to try to use it up. Oh my gosh, I think I love this page so much. It's so simple and so pretty. I was budging it up a little bit. See, it's very uneven. You see when I'm trying to press on that, that's not very even. So having something on hand that you can put under there is really good. Like I have this, and then that lets me push evenly on the whole thing. Oh my gosh, I just love the color of that so much. And then what I'm going to do over here is let's maybe use one of these. Do I want to put it in the pocket? Maybe I'll go this way. Oh, this got glued closed right here. That was not intended. There we go. Yeah, let's do it. I could get lost in this process like for the day. For the day. We are going to be working on our journals on the cruise that we're doing, the Crafty Chicks cruise that's happening in February. This is the kind of stuff that we'll be doing together. I think I'm just going to put a little fabric. That's way too dark. That's not going to work for me on this page. Looking for a little bit, maybe a little, something like that. It's perfect, actually. Yep. I'm just going to straighten out the edges. Yeah, so on the Crafty Chicks cruise, we are going to work on our travel journals. That's going to be some of the crafting time that we spend together. This isn't tearing very easily because it's such a small piece that I'm trying to get off of here. I have poked my finger more than once doing this, so be careful. Be careful, girls. Do not injure yourself trying to grunge up some fabrics. I'm not seeing any new comments. I don't know if, oh, there we go. Some yellow globe of glue would be cute as some honey. A glob of glue, maybe? Hey, Craft Mary, thanks for the suggestion. I do have wax. We could definitely pull out the wax. Hey, Marcia. Good morning, Katie Smith-George. Thanks for being here. Deshelle says, I love those flowers. Why, thank you, friend. Perfectly imperfect. Yes, Terry Green, how are you? Welcome, welcome. The gems, that just added, right? It added just enough. It's just enough. Now, do I want it to go this way? I don't think so. I think I want it to go this way, and then I'm going to do this. I love painted pages too, Callie. I just love the look of them so much. Chesterton, thank you for saying that. She says, yes, I love it. Where did I get the printables? Oh gosh, Joanne. Give me a minute. I believe from the, yep, Digital Collage Club. Digital Collage Club. That's where they came from. All right, I'm going to glue. And I'm going to do something else there in a minute, but let's get this glued down. I like there to be a loop. I don't want it to be really close to the paper. I want the loop to stand up high so that it's like a grab, right? So it's something you can grab onto to pull that piece of paper out. So I don't want it real tight. I want it to be a tab on there. That is very wet and it's going to remain so for a hot minute now. While I'm at it, I mean, it could be cute. See if I have some little embellishment in here. This is like a little peach button. That's that same one that I just grabbed before. I think I like the color and then I put it on and I'm like, nah. I do have another. Sorry, paused in my thinking. all of these that didn't fit in there, and these are very amber colored. Like there's a lot in here that's very amber. Like that. It's more like a mocha brown. That, I like that one. Okay, I'm actually gonna take some of these and put them in here so I have some more brown ones in this thing. This one looks like a little amber bottle. Look at this. Doesn't it look like a bowling pin or something? The shape of it? Strange. Unusual. I wonder where it came from. I don't know. If a button could tell a story, right? All right. So I want to add some thread. I don't think I want just a plain a plain button. I do like a little bit of some dimension coming from it. So even though I'm not going to sew it through here, I'm just going to glue it on. But still, I'm going to do this. I'm going to come through here and add some fabric, or excuse me, not fabric, thread. I'm going to thread some of this through so we can get it to look a little more authentic. It'll be our secret that it's not truly sewn on. Do it as much as you want, right? Like it doesn't really matter. Do it until you don't like it no more. You don't want to do no more. Okay, I'm gonna leave these two long strings on here facing up. I don't want to lose my little needle. I'm gonna cut that there. This is gonna go back. Oh, there were two needles in here. Come here, little needle. Don't want to lose you. Now I'm going to try with my big wide fingers. I'm not very good at this tiny little detail work. I know I watch some people do stuff like this and I'm like, look at her dainty little fingers. They're just going to work. I am not very good at this stuff, but what I want to do is tie this off. It doesn't have to be like uber, it's not going to go anywhere. So it's not like it's holding it all together. This is simply decorative, but I'm going to try to knot it. So do it one more time. I know, I'm sorry. This is painful for me to watch, so I can only imagine for you. Okay, because I want to have this showing. I'm going to cut it a little shorter. Such small little details, right? But I think it just adds so much to these. I'm just going to glue that down. Which side do I want up? Yeah, I want it like that. With the fabric, the little pieces of thread up. So let's get this down on here just to add a, sometimes I just staple through that to hold it in place. But this one, since this is going to be poking out so far, it's so cute. So see how I tied it so that we have these little threads hanging out? I love that. I love it. So that's going to be hanging out like that. Just a little bit of detail, and it's interactive in the book. It makes you want to pull it out and say, what is this all about? Oh my gosh, how cute. A little journal spot, if you will. Tiny little one. So cute. Thanks for the hearts. Deshelle, thank you. The buttons with the thread, right? It's so easy and yet so satisfying. Okay. Oh, little errant. Little button got lost there. Up here, I could do something. We already have this bug, so I wouldn't do anything like another bug. Let me put this. This is dry now. Let's get this into place. Oh, where did you go? It's back this way. So we have, talk about interactive. We have three little things you can pull on over here. A button there, B there, and then this whole row of, they're not quite buttons. I don't know what you call them, but they're very cool. Okay. We have a lot of buttons going on in this book, which is exciting. I put a button here on this little embellishment that we made one of the last times we were here and whatnot, and I love this one. Stitched that right on. Gosh, it's cute. And then clipped it so we could use it wherever we want. All right, now we're over here. I think this page is good. I'm going to flip here. This is there's a lot of white coming at you with these two. So maybe I should get another book page or something to break that up a little bit. Like I could glue this. It's exactly the right size. So when something like that happens, I'm like, meant to be. It's meant to be. So this is a piece of decorative scrapbook paper. It was a scrap of it. Sometimes when I'm too tired to do a full project, I'll just mass make things like painted papers. So this little scrap I painted with gesso, and then I just made black marks on it with, I don't know, with what? I don't know. Maybe a marker, a crayon, something like that. We're going to glue that down there because I like it. I like it right there. You made blueberry stained papers with actual blueberries, Terry? Or did you use like a blueberry colored ink? Do tell. We want to know the where all and what all of you, what you speak of. We inquiring minds want to know. This is going to go here. It's going to break up all that white nicely. Can't really push down on it evenly because everything's so uneven underneath it. So I'm going to get my little purple board here. Helps me hold that in place. Nice. Now, right here, I actually really like the brown paper, but right here, I'm not loving that. So maybe that's a good spot for one of these doodads. I could see that getting stuck on this page. It's just wanting to go right under the lip of that. So that is not the right thing to use there. Maybe let's cut this out and see. It came with the kit. It's just one of the things that came in the kit. Like, yep. Easy. Easy breezy. It's lemon squeezy. Thanks, Chesterton. She says, I'm so loving your grungy style. I'm telling you, it is so liberating, and it's such a great, if you are so I'm a true junk journaler. I love to use junk in my journals. Some people don't use junk. They, they make their journals out of chipboard that they purchased, papers that they purchased, or printables that they purchased and then print. There's nothing wrong with that at all. But I'm a true junk journaler. I love the grungy style, but I love to find things that don't have a usage and use them. Find a way to use them. I love the challenge of that. And the grungy style is it feels very free like liberating to just be grungy and be okay with it. So this was, you can see the crucified Jesus here. This was from my church envelopes. And it's one that didn't get used, Holy Land Good Friday. So I don't know how I feel about leaving that there. The colors are on point. But I'm not sure. I'm just going to let that sit and ride until I'm getting closer to the end of this book and make a decision later about it. In the meantime, I would like this bright white is hurting me. I can't take it. I can't take it no more. So we're going to cover it up with something. So I'm looking amongst the papers I have here. Let me go back into my painted papers. My hand painted papers and see if I can find something in here. Sometimes when I'm too tired to do a full project, I started to say that I'll just paint on book pages so that they're ready to go and ready to be used. Ooh. That one has some stenciling or stamping. Oh, I like this one too. So they're all very unique. Like nobody else is going to have that kind of page. That one's too bright. All right, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to move these over here. And we're going to start looking for something that kind of jives with the vibe here. Too light, too light. I have lots of them. This is just a book that I tore apart to use for crafting. I love the yellow on this one. Oh, that one's nice too. Look at how excited I get. So I'm just like literally just, I have no idea where these will get used or when, but sometimes when I'm just too tired to do a full project, but I want to play with my supplies and do things, I'll just spend a couple hours one night watching Netflix or listening to music and playing on papers. And I don't like put a limit to what color or anything. I just do it. And then I go through my painted paper sometimes to look for things for my books. And sometimes they just fit. I don't know why and how it happens, but they just work together. I find something that works. Okay, I want this to get cut right about there. Right about there. I'm just using the envelope to tell me how big to make it. And I'm going to cover that because I love that color in there. I love the colors. You can still stamp on there or do something else, but let's just get that down. One of the bees have those colors. We could put a bee on here with it. Let's get it in place, and then we'll see one of these little embellishments that I have from the kit. Could be the right thing to use. All right, what time is it? I get lost doing this, but so I glued this shut. It's an envelope, but I did glue it shut. So we're not going to use it as an envelope. I can do this for hours and hours and hours. I find it so relaxing and rewarding. I love the challenge of it all. All right, let's see about these little doodads that I have here. Oh, you be cute. Oh my gosh, it looks even better on this side. Maybe what we do is we hang this off the edge kind of like a tabby, and we just do double-sided. So that's on this side and that's on this side. Oh my goodness, I do love it. I do love it so. Let's do it. Let's make it happen. We're going to make it happen, girls. We're going to make it happen. All right, first of all, let's kind of get that in place and just make sure it's positioned the way we want it. And then we're going to come in on this side. Where'd the other one go? Here it is. And we're just going to match them up and glue it down. Which is what we're going to do. That one's going to be a little wonky, but I like it. Yes, I do. Like this. You're in the perfect positioning right there. So I'm not going to even mess around with that. I'm just going to put a whole stinking lot of glue down, and we're going to stick her down. Oh, you were almost perfect. And then Gracie budged you. I budged you out of place. Oh, actually, if I leave it like this, this could become a little tuck spot. Do I have something to tuck in there? Yes, I do. All right, we're going to leave you there. You just be yourself. Just be there. This is going to get tucked right there. Oh my goodness. So I'm just going to leave this in here so I remember that. That's where that's going. And oh, wow, that makes me happy. At the end of stuff. OMG, who says that? What? It says what? You just be who you are. Oh my gosh, are we making progress? This has nothing in it, but it's got a lot of room. It's got a lot of room for something if you want to put it in there. Okay, look where we're at. We're here. There aren't really a lot of pages left to do. I don't know when I will do these. But if you guys, if some of you on Whatnot are not on my Telegram channel, that is where I make announcements. Like I'm going live and I'm working on the Bee Journal. It's going to be said in Telegram. So if you are wanting to follow along with the rest of this, that would be a good place to do it. this is going to be the last time I work on this book on Monday, whatnot. We're going to switch it up and do something different next time. So that's why I'm telling you about the Telegram channel. If you need the Telegram channel link, can you just message me either on Facebook or here, and I will send it to you. You can also get it on my Linktree, but if you don't know where to find all that, I'm the wherever you go to find me, I'm always the Comfy Nest with Grace. That's just my name on all these other sites and things. But if you don't know where to find me and you're looking, thecomfynestwithgrace.com is where to go. Okay. My site, I had to pull my site down on Saturday because one of my websites, my Podia site, not my main Shopify site, is thecomfynestwithgrace.com. My Podia site, where all my classes live, and I've started to move my digital downloads over there, got hacked on Saturday, so I had to take everything down. So if you find a website of mine and it says under construction, yes, I know it is. It's a bummer, but I'm going to have to get my virtual assistant, Adrienne, to help me with that because it's beyond my technical abilities. All right, girls. Listen, I just posted the schedule for this week on Facebook. I'm going to open it up. I will be live again tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. in the Craft Therapy Club. That's my private membership group on Facebook. If you are interested in joining the membership club, it is $15 a month. I go live in there quite regularly. You just let me know. I'll get you links. I will get you some links. Okay? You guys, have a beautiful, blessed day. Thanks for being here. I appreciate y'all. See you later. Oh, should we raid? See you later. Let's raid. Hold on. Let's raid somebody just to be kind and nice. We're going to raid because that's what we do. We don't ever just waste the time together where we can be supporting another creative. So put some crafty chicks in the comments when you get there, like I'm showing you in the comments now. And let's find a friend to raid so we can support. Mostly, I'm going to say her. Usually it's a her. I'm not against supporting men, but most of the women I hang out with are the ladies. Let's see who's live and see what makes sense. Thrifty Rue has 16 people. She's doing vintage decor. So is Leslie's Little House. She's doing vintage decor, and so is the Farmhouse Friar. Let's go visit the Farmhouse Friar. Let her know that we came over from the Comfy Nest with Grace. I'll be there with you at least for the first 5-10 minutes. Have a blessed day, ladies. Let's raid. Oh, where did it go? Where did it go? It kind of went away. I'm trying, girls.